Yeah, there's a whole list of guidelines when it comes to when you're doing processing and how cold they need to be and how long. And but what I'm talking about is when after they're processed, they're chilled down below, so you don't have to worry about contamination. One thing to think about is if you fill up a freezer with warm, or I say warm, not frozen meat, it could take several days depending on how strong your freezer is. 2 to 3 days. If you put a big pile of meat in a freezer for that thing to fully free, gradually get towards the interior of that meat. So it might take 3 or 4 days. The full center, that ball, big thing of meat you put in there to freeze. If you put 100 birds in a freezer. My thought is on it. Yeah, it'd be best if you could freeze it quicker. Some people recommend, just freezing a little bit at a time, having multiple freezers, this and that. My thoughts are, I usually like to hang meat. If I'm shooting wild game or cattle, beef, they always hang for 7 to 10 days. If it takes 3 to 4 days for my poultry to freeze, it doesn't bother me. I feel like that's hanging time. That's kind of how I think of it in my head.